Okay, and this is the RV that we work out of. It's nice and cool now with the AC running. And this is what we use to as our office and also our living quarters here on the property. So basically what we did was we bought some property, bought some land, or we're paying for it. And the idea being is that we want to grow a commercial aquaponics farm. Some of the challenges we've discovered right away here in Arizona, thank goodness, tilapia, there's no restrictions as far as tilapia, what types of tilapia you can raise, which is one reason why we selected Arizona. The problem that no one told us about was that when you try to get permits for a tilapia aquaponics system, we ran into some roadblocks. Basically, from what they were telling us at Mojave County is where we're at, which is the northern corner of Arizona, northwest corner. They were saying that raising tilapia on a agriculturally zoned property might constitute a commercial feedlot, which is akin to raising cattle or poultry for the purpose of killing them for food. It's not allowed on agriculturally zoned property. No one ever said that you can't grow tilapia on ag land, which doesn't seem to make sense because the purpose of an aquaponics system is to grow agriculture. So the two go together hand in hand. We're still working with the county on that. We'll give you an update when we get that resolved, but I'm quite certain that the county will work with us at some point. But we had applied sometime last year and they said no, and so we're doing it very small scale right now, just sort of as to learn, how it works, and hopefully we'll be able to get that resolved. I heard that there was another farmer who was offering or wanting to do something very large scale. We have 2.5 acres, and so my plan was to have large greenhouses. I would like to do the Gothic style with the rain gutters connecting, and have simply long columns of water-filled columns and floating rafts, and start the lettuce and just move them down the line, and by the time we get to the end of the line we can harvest them in about 4 to 5 weeks. Even out here in the desert it gets pretty hot, but one of the interesting things that we found, and this is my lovely wife just walking in, one of the things that we found is that the water helps to keep the temperature in the greenhouse cool. So we've seen as much as a 20-degree difference. Even if it's 100 degrees outside, it might be 80 degrees in the greenhouse, which is amazing because most greenhouses I've been in, it's hot. But the water helps to keep it cool. So we'll update you on that and our efforts at growing commercially. Thanks for watching. Alright, so this is our commercial aquaponics farm as it's starting. We're got some property here in Golden Valley, and I'm just gonna kind of go over some of the things what we have going on here. First of all, this is our fish tank. We just recently put some tilapia in here. You can see that they're kind of hiding now, but they're small, got about 80 or 90 or so in there, and this is a 250-gallon international bulk container that we've cut the top. I used this right here is some 50% shade cloth, basically mounted it on PVC plastic, made a PVC plastic with the corners, and then strapped it with tie straps. Seems to work pretty good. Okay, the tank goes to our clarifier, and basically this is a half a barrel, 55-gallon barrel This is a piece of the barrel that we used as strapping, and as you can see, it catches the waste right here. I'm using the lid, and I have a little bar going across, and then the output I use a skimmer. Of course, I'm not going to do this way next time. I think having it going straight across is better, because what ends up happening is you get the floaters going in, which is not what I wanted to happen. So this basically catches the fish waste, gives it a chance to settle, and it gives you better clean water going into our grow bed. Now this is June 2nd, a little past noon, so it's nice and toasty out here out in the desert. You get temperatures, we're hitting the hundreds now. We're in June, and so it's getting pretty hot. Let me close this up. Okay, next we have, I'm just going to go ahead and jump down here because it's now discharging. You can see the pipe there. It's the water is discharging from the other end. It flows down here. Got some bio balls in here, and they help to make little colonies of bacteria. Help clean the water before it's pumped back up into the fish tank right here. There's our water coming in, and the fish there again in their new home. We just pulled them out of the aquarium. They were in the grow out tanks yesterday. And here's the first, call this the nursery. It's getting overgrown with algae. But we have a nursery here. We got under lights, which we use lights sometimes. And this is our lettuce. It's just literally growing like gangbusters. Our lettuce here, and doing quite well now. Basically, this first grow bed, this was my first grow bed I built. It's on legs. It's about a foot deep. It's water culture. You can see there's water, and the plants are in these little close this up here. Plants are in the grow pots, whatever you call them. Down here at this end is the top of another IBC tote that I use as my gravel bed, and this is also functioning as a biofilter. And my goodness, the tomatoes are just doing fabulous. Look how wonderful they're looking. Just dense. It's amazing how they're growing. And I got some cucumbers in the back. I got some amazing looking broccoli. This is the broccoli. Let's see if I can get it open. And there's a little flower coming up. Looks like it's all been picked. Here's the cucumbers sneaking out. And got some onions over here. That's the rest of the lettuce. So basically what happens is the water flows from the fish tank by gravity through the first grow bed. The first grow bed is the small one. The big one here is the larger grow bed, and then it flows into the gravel bed. And then there is a bell siphon that comes under here, and I've got a valve or air release to help release with the vacuum, because sometimes it wouldn't release, and then that just flows right back down to the sump tank. Over here is my reservoir tank, which I basically growing some duckweed in there, and this is where we put the water in, and this is also gravity fed into the sump tank when it gets low. Looks like I got an air pocket in there. Not good. Fix that later. Okay, this is our solar system. We used to have this whole farm powered by solar until a fire hit and destroyed our power station. This is what our power station looks like now. Yeah, it's a mess. Lost the solar panels that were on top of it, and then that's the generator, which we're still paying for. Yep. But these panels are still good. We just need to hook them up at some point. And over here, I'm experimenting with a pond that I was taking the fish waste and storing it in here, and then dumping the. I just dumped it. It was all mud, and then the sun dried it up, and this is what it looks like. Over here is our chickens. We have some hens in this one.